Welcome, sports bettors from around the world.
We are back, and we got the Denver Nuggets at home taking on the Portland Trailblazers. Melo's coming back to Denver. And we got the Nuggets, man. They're -6. They're looking to try to break that little 3-game losing streak. They haven't been playing all that well, man. They had an awful East Coast road trip, but now they're back home. They're going to try to reset versus these Portland Trailblazers, which just murdered. I mean, absolutely just crushed the New York Knicks, Philly.
Yeah, they sure did. A lot of people beat the Knicks, but yeah, that was a nice game for them. And you're right, that's an interesting angle. Carmelo coming back to Denver.
Mm-hmm.
Denver's been struggling, man. I mean, they've lost like 4 out of 5. They just don't seem like the team they were last year. Jamal Murray is claiming he's going to play, but he did leave the Sixers game early with a trunk contusion, and he didn't come back, and he was in quite a bit of pain. So, whether he plays or whether he doesn't, I'm sure that injury is not quite 100%. You got a Portland team that seems to be playing better. Dame Lillard came out and said, there's more of a sense of urgency. We're looking to jump on teams early, which is what they did to the Knicks. So, maybe they come out with a little offensive firepower and they try to take it to Denver. I've always made the point in the past that there is an altitude situation there that you got to at least be mindful of. That's something that Denver's used to. And, other teams come in there and they sometimes fizzle out towards the end. So we'll see how that certainly plays out. And I think whether or not Jamal Murray plays, if Paul Millsap is questionable, that makes a difference for sure. My only thing with Portland is their isolation brand of basketball, which is what they usually play, where you got kind of Lillard doing his thing, and then if Melo gets his ball, he gets the ball, he's kind of breaking his guy down. It's sort of like we said this before. It's like a team of 5, but they play like individually at sometimes.
Right.
So I don't know how that works out against a suffocating defense like Denver, because that's one thing they definitely do. And I think the injury to Rodney Hood makes a difference. That's a big part of that, because Kent Bazemore is not the same kind of player that Rodney Hood is. So early, I know it kind of sounds like I'm contradicting myself here, but kind of early, I like Portland. I think they've been playing a little bit better recently. I think Denver's trending the other way. Even with Jamal Murray healthy, they haven't played very well. So it's an early lean anyway, but I'm kind of leaning Portland plus the points. And if it starts getting more and more favor, I like it better. Yeah,
well, here's the thing. The Nuggets, in my opinion, they're underperforming. They've been underperforming for a while now. I'm not at the point where I feel like they're a bad team or even a mediocre team. I feel like the Nuggets are much better than they've been playing. If you're gonna get things back on track and start establishing your dominance back in the West Coast or the Western Conference, today's the day. Last time they played, the Nuggets, pretty much crushed the Trailblazers, even though that game was in Oregon. And they also were able to get 20 turnovers in that game. So they were able to force 20 turnovers. This was back in October. Lillard went off in that game, but, they still got beat pretty bad in that game. So, the Jamal Murray, what you were saying, that's a huge component to this thing. If he doesn't play, I don't like Denver in the points at all, or minus the points. But, he's listed as questionable, like you were saying, but he did come on, I think it was Instagram, and said, hey, I expect to play, and let's go. So I don't know. I guess we kind of have to see, because let's just say, for instance, he doesn't play. If he gets announced out, like, hey, we're going to take the day off here for Murray. I wonder how much this line drops or goes up, So that's something to keep your eye on, guys. So. All right.
I totally agree with that. It's a wait and see for me in a couple things, but just early, I'm looking at Portland.
All right. It sounds like
barking all over the place.
It sounds like someone needs to go to the bathroom, so we'll go ahead and get out of here. Good luck to you guys. Good luck to me, and good luck to everybody. And we'll see you over at sgdwins.com.
That's a good one.
All right. Bye.